I'm going to explain a feature that I implemented in blank page, and I haven't released it yet because I want you to, well, just do a little bit of QA, and if you could help me with that, then, and if you like it, we could merge it into master. I think it's a good feature for the still closed source version of blank page to have. But I guess that at some point I will decide to fork this so that I can keep on developing new features or, well, whatever. Let's start. Spell checking. So when you start, there's nothing here, right? I'm going to start writing. And I have the spell checking that which I can enable and disable, right? There you go. So this is like a really useful feature. You can have it in long texts. You enable it, you disable it. Well, that jumped. Okay, let's see what happened there. I'm gonna have to reload again. And then let's say enable, disable. Okay, seems like it's working. You will see that sometimes it jumps or it flashes. This is like a very tricky thing to resolve, because what actually happens behind the scenes, this would seem like a very straightforward and simple feature, but actually what happens behind the scenes is that let me show you this Stack Overflow question that I made. So this is a straightforward way in which you expect to implement this. So you have a spell check true and a spell check false, and this is going to toggle, right? Yes, this is correct, but when you go back, it doesn't disable it. Chrome does something very weird in which you continue writing without without the spell check, and then you re-enable it, and correct, but then you go back, and then so you see that's a Chrome's implementation. So this is kind of it sucks for the writing experience when you enable and disable it. So nobody answered my question, so eventually I found the answer myself, which is this. You replace the text area element so that when you do this, the text completely refreshes. The problem with this approach is that if you put the caret, for example, at the end of the phrase, and then you switch the text area, it's gonna go back to the beginning. So what I need to do, or what I had to do, was to save like the exact position of the cursor. And with this, well, right now we have like a feature which I think is useful. Let me demonstrate it. So if I select and then I reload, it's right there. Scrolled at the exact position, selected whatever you had selected, it's exactly in the state where you leave it. So this is, I think, like a really cool feature, because you can see here it's at the end of between this E and D, right there. There's a cursor, and it's right there. So I think it's like a really awesome feature to keep your flow, to keep your state, that if you reload your to-do list or anything, the cursor is exactly at the position where you left it. I'm sure you agree this is kind of like a cool useless thing, but I think it adds to the experience. Tell me what you think.